गौरवाणी श्रीमूर्तये दीनतारिणे रूपेनुगा विरुधाप सिद्धांत ध्वंत हरिणे नमो गौर किशोराय साक्षाद वैराग्य मूर्ते विप्रलंभा रसाम्बोध पदम्बुजाय ते नमः। नमो भक्ति विनोदाय सच्चिदानंद नामिने गौर शक्ति स्वरूपाय रूपेणुवाय वर्यते गौर वीर भाव भूम्यस्त निदिष्ट सजना प्रिया वैष्णव सर्वभौम श्री जगन्नाथाय ते नमः। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो महावदन्याय कृष्णा प्रेम पदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नामने गौरतिसा नमः। पंचतत्वकं कृष्णं भक्तरूपा स्वरूपकं भक्तावतारं भक्ताख्यं नमामि भक्तिशक्तिकं। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांत श्री राधा कांत नमस्तुते। जायतं श्रुतौ पंगोर्मम मंदिरमतिर्गति मत्सर्वं पदाम्भज श्री राधा मदन मोहनम। देव्या विंदारण्य कल्पद्रुमादः श्रीमद् रत्नागद सिंह स्तनातो श्रीमद् राधाशिल गोविंद देवो प्रेष्ठालिभि सेव्यमानो स्मरामि। श्रीमान रसारसारंभि वंशीवटततिष्ठितः कर्षणवेपनु गोपीनाथ गोपीनाथ श्री अस्तु न तप्त कांचन गौरांगी श्री राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरि प्रिये। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा। हरे नाम एव केवलम कलौ नास्ते नास्ते गतिरन्यथा। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा। So let's do once translation, then we'll start the discussion. O my Lord, you have executed all duties yourself. Are you leaving us today? Though we are completely dependent upon your mercy and have no one else to protect us. Now, then all kings are at the enmity with us. So this verse is very, very important for our spiritual upliftment and overall, from the Bhagavatam perspective, and being a very good, being a human, being a devotee, and being, so in this, it is completely emphasized that we should be dependent upon the Lord. We should be thinking like we are protected by the Lord, So if we think in that way and we serve to the Lord, then, like our thinking, feeling, willing, So body, words, and mind all will be surrendered to the Lord. And that Lord says same thing in the Bhagavad Gita, Sarvadharmana paritajya mamekam saranam vaja aham tvam sarvapapebhyo mokshasyami masucha. Sarvadharman paritajya means by living all the variety of religion. Variety of religion, what are the religion we have? Like we are thinking like for the dharma, moksha, kama, and these all things, Or thinking like I have these all duties related to the family affairs and society, nations, me and mine concept, So Sarvadharman paritajya mamekam saranam vaja. Take my shelter. Mam ekam, only me, Take my shelter. Mam ekam saranam vaja, aham tvam sarpapabhya mokshasyami masucha. Means I will, aham tvam sarpapabhya, your all the sins for this life, previous life, whatever you have, so all will be vanished and mokshasyami masucha, and you will come back to home, back to Godhead. That is our ultimate, desire. That should be our ultimate desire. To achieve that, that's how it will happen when we will be under the complete shelter of the Lord. So complete shelter, how to take that? So Bhakti Vinod Thakur has composed, like Saranagati. So Saranagati, and in the Chaitanya Charitamrita also it is mentioned. and Srila Rupa Goswami is also mentioned that. Anukulasya sankalpaha pratikulasya varjanam rakshati visvaso goptirte varnam tatha atmanikshep karpanya sadvidi saranagati. So how to do the saranagati, how to take the shelter of the Lord, how we can get protected from the Lord, how Lord can shower mercy unto us. So this verse gives the complete, like the formula, complete way to understand how we can take the shelter of the Lord. So anukulasya sankalpaha. Sankalpa means we are taking vow. We have taken vow that we will follow 4 regulative principles, right? So anukulasya sankalpaha. Whatever favorable to the Lord, that we have to take sankalpa, like I will follow that. Whatever the favorable to the Lord. That means it also says anukulasya sankalpa pratikulasya varjanam. So whatever is the unfavorable to the Lord, that we will have to give up. We'll try to understand with the analogy, and then we can understand. So anukulasya sankalpa, what are the anukul related to this, means what are favorable related to service of the Lord. So Lord says in the Bhagavad Gita, what Lord says in the Bhagavad Gita, he is saying that manamanabhav madbhakto madhyaji mam namaskaru mami vasasi satyamte pratijane parayosime. So manamanabhav madbhakto, remember me, always remember me. And madbhakto, madhyaji mam namaskaru, and do obeisances unto me. Madhyaji mam namaskaru mam vasasi satyamte pratijane parayosime. Then you will become friend of mine. Once we become friend of mine, so even in this material world, so much of wealthy friends and all are there, they will not require at all, because Lord possesses all the opulence. And what Lord further is saying that if you would advance further, so you do, in this verse, Lord is focusing on just do obeisances unto me, by that way you will be surrendered. So if you notice, when we do Stang Namaskar, right? So we totally, like a danda, we do dandavat on the floor. On that time, somebody hit also, we cannot do anything, right? Because we have already surrendered, right? So that's the best way to surrender. First, Lord is saying that, first do obeisances, Then further, if we have desire, why, somebody will say, why these all things we have to do? Because that we are meant for. That is our constitutional position. Jivare Sarupa hai Nitya Krishna Das. That we are meant for. That is our constitutional position. If we do not do, we won't have the peace, we won't have the happiness. If we do that, we'll have the peace, we'll have the happiness. How to understand that? Suppose if we have fire, if we light the fire, no matter how much cold it is, so if you light the fire and touch the fire, that will be heat, right? Fire will have the heat. So that means the propensity of the fire, constitutional position of the fire is to be heat, right? Remain heat. And the constitutional position of the water, no matter how much you heat up, right? After some time, it will become cold. Right? So that's the constitutional position of the water, is to remain cold. Similarly, our constitutional position is to serve the Krishna and serve Lord Kalachandji in all capacity and take the shelter of the Kalachandji. That's what here Kunti Maharani is praying, that we are completely under your shelter, we are completely protected under your shelter. And are you leaving us today? She's getting surprised. Are you leaving us today? Because in the separation of the Lord, we cannot live in the separation of the Lord. And that is our ichha dvesa. Because of our desire and because of enviousness to the Krishna, that we desire to lord it over in this material world. Otherwise, mame vanso jiva loka jiva bhuta sanatana. So some point of time we were with Krishna, We are the part and parcel of the Krishna. We saw that Krishna is the Swarat, Atmaram. He's enjoying, like, always flute. He's playing the flute and enjoying, like Atmaram, nothing required, So if you see that those who are having, in the material world, we cannot give the example what spiritual world Krishna is having, but for eyes, our senses cannot perceive those all spiritual world things. So that's whatever existing things are there, we give the analogy so that we can understand. Those who are having in this material world, those who are having big companies, and even though they are stressed, but they are having so many employees to do all the work, right? So when we saw in the spiritual world, when we were with Krishna, like Krishna is enjoying Atmaram, Swarat, everything he's only enjoying. So we desired, Iksha, we desired, and Dvesa, like Dvesa in the sense, Krishna is always enjoying. I also want to enjoy. So that become our desire. So we requested Krishna, Krishna, I want to, enjoy like you. I want to enjoy like you. Krishna said, this is not place. This is the spiritual world. You cannot enjoy here. In the sense, you cannot be the Swarat. You have your capacity is the part and parcel, like a Anu kind of. Anu in the sense, small person. So in that capacity, you can only remain and you can enjoy. But we desire like, no, I want to enjoy like you. So Krishna said like, then your place is in the material world, go and lord it over, enjoy there. So that is what here we are, because of our desire, we are trying to enjoy everything. We are trying to lord over everything. That's what Kunti Maharani is saying, Prabhupada said in the last, that here in this material world, we are thinking like we are master for everything. We are lording over, So, but really we are not, right? So, to come back to the original, what we were discussing, Anukulasya Sankalpaha, the sixth way of the Saranagati, Anukulasya Sankalpaha, Pratikulasya Varjanam. So whatever unfavorables are there, we have to give up. Whatever favorables to the Krishna is there, we have to accept. So how to understand that? Suppose sometime we get problem in the body, we go to the doctor, right? Everyone go to the doctor, right? It's natural. So when we go to the doctor diagnose, something, say some kind of, somebody is having cholesterol, somebody is having sugar. So if it is high cholesterol, high sugar, so doctor will give some prescription, pills, right? And after that, what he will say? You have to take the pills one morning, one evening. Apart from that, what he says? You don't have to eat fried, deep fried. You don't have to eat sugar. You have to cut down, right? So if person is the sugar patient, you have to cut down the sugar or no sugar. If the person is diagnosed as the cholesterol, you don't have to eat the oily things. You have to cut down. So meaning here, he is giving the pills to heal your disease, and also he is saying that to reduce this one, so that if you follow parallelly, then your disease will be cured. If you don't follow parallelly, then that means no matter whatever pills you are eating, so if you are not following what he has said, what eat, what not to eat, then disease will not be cured. One way it will be elevating, one way it will try to reduce, it won't be cured. Meaning here, anukulasya sankalpaha. To ourselves, we have to accept whatever favorable to the Lord. So what is favorable to the Lord? Simple way in the again Bhagavad Gita, Lord says, Patram puspam phalam toyam yome bhaktya prayakshate. Very simple. Offer me tulsi leaf, patram, eat also patram related, like kind of spinach and these all things. In the salad also we eat, we make curry also, right? So patram, puspam, offer me a flower, phalam, of fruit, and toyam, a glass of water. So is there any difficult that we cannot offer to the Lord, or we cannot uh, eat these kind of the pure things, So those who are, whatever things are eatable. So meaning is, Lord is not saying that, you eat garbage things, or so many other things, like in the fourth regulative principle, it is said that clearly, no meat eating, right? So people are so much fond of, eating such kind of things. So Lord himself comes and said like, not what not to do. And people are doing that. So that will be the problem for them, right? So not do, why somebody will say, why Lord is coming and saying that, if I say, you do like this, you do, I'm becoming master, or Lord says, I am this, I am that, like I'm a mountain, I'm mountain in, like in the mountains, I'm a Sumeru, in the fish, I am the shark, in the, every all big things, right? So somebody will say, is that not the ego Lord is having? For Lord, it is not ego. For us, if we claim that, then it is ego, So how to understand it better? So when Lord is saying that, that means Lord is the Adi Purusa. When we say in the morning, just half an hour before, when the altar open, in the darshan, Govindam Adi Purusam Tamaham Bhajami, Govindam Adi Purusam Tamaham Bhajami. What is the meaning? Adi Purusa. You are the Adi Purusa. So Adi Purusa means when nothing was there, so Lord was there. Everything emanates from Lord. Like in the Chatusloki Bhagavad Gita or Chatusloki Bhagavatam, if we look into, Aham Sarvasya Prabhava Mata Sarvam Pravartate. Right? Everything emanates from me. Everything is coming from me. So, Lord is the Adi Purusa. When Lord is the Adi Purusa and everything is coming from Lord, so when Lord will tell, then only we will come to know. Otherwise, we will not come to know. How to more clarify it and understand in better way? Suppose we have our children, right? So our children took birth after the age, our age become like 25, 30, whatever, 32, 35, depending upon. So our children took birth, right? So when they took birth, they started saying, Mummy, Papa, like what they are doing, right? So they become 5 years, 10 years. They started asking, okay, they watched like, what we did. We are going to the job, coming from the job. The job activity they are watching, they are seeing. But they are not aware of, before they took birth, means how my dad or how my mom, what they did in the school time, what they did in their childhood. Are they aware? No. Right? Who will tell to them? The mom or dad will tell to them. So Krishna is the Aham Bija Pradapita. Krishna is the Supreme Father. So when Krishna will say, then only will come to know. Otherwise, how will come to know? Because Krishna is the Adi Purusa. When nothing was there, Krishna was there, everything is coming from Krishna. Krishna will tell that this is in the mountain I am Sumeru, in the fishes I am Sak, in the Veda I am Rigved. So in that way, so that's what when Krishna says, it is the instruction of the Krishna, it is the transcendental knowledge. And when we think like that, no, I am lording this, I am that, that means that is our false ego. So that we have. So anukulasya sankalpaha, pratikulasya varjanam. Right? We have to take the pills eat the pills doctor has given, and same time doctor has told not to eat the sugar, cut the sugar, and not eat the deep fried, cut the oil. Okay, meaning whatever favorable to the Krishna, we have to do that. Whatever not favorable to the Krishna, we have not to do that. Anukulasya sankalpaha pratikulasya varjanam rakshati visvaso. That rakshati visvaso, that Krishna is the protector, maintainer, and everything for us. So Krishna is protecting us. Because sometimes we think like we are protecting ourselves, we have the shelter, house, and everything, and we are going. But actually not, Krishna is protecting all the time to us. Sometimes we get protected, sometimes we realize, sometimes we give credit to the Krishna. When we escape from any kind of major kind of accident or any big problems or, such kind of things, then we realize, but all the moment Krishna is protecting us. Padam padam yad bipadam nastesam. Samasritaye padapalva palvam mahat padam punya yaso murare. Bhavam buddhir vatsa padam param padam padam yad bipadam natesam. So in this material world, we have every step danger. Every step danger. So this is not to scare us, and this is fact, Since Krishna is protecting, then we are maintained. If you see that in the world around, so many things are happening, right? So many things are happening, and but devotees peacefully, coolly, calmly, they are chanting, and they are not agitated, because their mind is connected with the Lord, and it is surrendered to the Lord. So when mind is surrendered to the Lord, engaged in the Lord's service, all the peace happens, and after that peace, from the peace, happiness comes. Otherwise, if the mind is not engaged in the service of the Lord, all the bad things or problems happens. So His Holiness Tamal Krishna Goswami Maharaj saying that in the Vyas Puja day, in that video when we played. So if you remember that, so that is very good. Else you go and watch video again. What Maharaj was saying, that manah param karanama mananti. This mind is the reason for everything. Whatever we are doing in this material world, this mind is the reason for everything. It is creating all the problems. It is creating all the troubles. It is creating all the obstacles in our life. Manah param karanama mananti. Like Brahmaji is saying, Isvara parama Krishna. Sachidananda Vigraha. Krishna is the reason for everything. Everything is coming from Krishna. Everything is related to Krishna. In this material world, that is for the Krishna, in the spiritual world. In this material world, everything is problem related to our mind only. Our mind creates all the problem. How? Suppose in our neighbor and society, we saw somebody bought a new car, Tesla, Audi, or whatever you can say. So when we saw that the new model of car, we also desiring, he's living just beside us, and he got a wonderful car, So it contemplated in our mind. Where from it is started? From mind. I should have that. I already have one car. I started thinking of other one. In the neighbor, he built a big house, mansion house. I already have one house. I started thinking, he has built so good house. I should have that. I started desiring, manah param karanama mananti. This mind started thinking and desiring to, I should have that. I should lord that. So he's saying that, Nayam jano me sukha dukha hetu na devatatma graha karma kala Mana param karanama mananti sansara chakra parivartayetat. Because of this mind only, we are coming in this material world again and again and again. Sansara chakra. Chakra means cycle, birth and death cycle. We are keep on repeating, Nayam janome sukha dukha hetu. This jana, this people around me, my neighbors, my boss in the office, and my enemies, they are not really creating problem. They are creating the problem, and anyhow I can survive that. I can tolerate that. Dhiras tatra na muhyate. Because I am following the scriptures, I know that how to tolerate these all things, So, Nayam janome sukha dukha hetu. They are not giving sukha and dukha. These people around me. Nayam janome sukha dukha hetu na devatatma graha karmakal. Devatatma, demigods. Graha. Graha means graha nachatra. They are not changing our lines of the palm and lines of the forehead. Or graha means they are not changing the planet. Few days before we had solar eclipse, right? So it means something bad thing is happening, because if you see on that time, the eye can get affected, So grah karma kala. They are not creating the tornado, earthquake, flood and all. They are creating, we are able to tolerate, right? We are able to tolerate. Nayam janome sukha dukha hetu na devatatma graha karma kala mana param karanama mananti. This mind is the param. Param means topmost. Mana param karanama. Karanama means cause of all things. Mana param karanama mananti sansara chakra parivartayetat. Sansara chakra means in this material world, to bind again and again. So we were there, how to get shelter of the Lord, how to get protected from the Lord. Since the Lord is living to Kunti Devi family and going to the Dwarika, so they are surprised how you are leaving us today, and will not be protected. So Anukulasya sankalpaha pratikulasya varjanam rakshati visvaso goptirte varnam tatha. The Lord is the maintainer for everything. Goptirte varnam. Varnam means He maintains us. Goptirte varnam tatha. And atmanikshapa karpanya. So by that way, we have to surrender to the Lord. Atmanikshapa means this body, words and mind. By all three, we have to surrender to the Lord. Atmanikshapa karpanya sadvidi saranagati. So this way, if we take shelter to the Lord, we are completely protected. We are completely protected. Otherwise, if we think like we are independent of the Lord, so that therefrom it starts the durmati, the demoniac thoughts. So that we have to avoid. And when we do this, what happens? We become sanat. Sanat means we are protected by Lord. We are protected by. So in India, we say someone's father, mother, they are gone. So we say like, he is anath, she is anath. Means nobody is there to take care. So feel like if the parents are there, no matter if they are, even though if they are old, we feel like we are protected by them. They guide us. They, give that good advice, what to do, what not to do. And if they give money, then fine. Otherwise, without money also, they give us kind of protection, kind of, in terms of the advice, and also we think like we are totally protected when our parents are there. Because in all kind of problems, troubles, they protect us. Similarly, Krishna is the father, supreme father for everyone. Krishna is the supreme father, right? So, aham bija pradapida. Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, aham bija pradapida. I am the supreme father. So, I am the seed-giving father for everyone. So, Krishna is protecting us. So, we should, we should be very, very thankful to the Krishna. And that's what Gita, when you see that this Gita is there, what is the spelling of Gita? Gita. Gratitude in the attitude. What is the meaning of that? Gratitude in the attitude. So when we understand like this, I am, I should be grateful to the Krishna. I am protected by Krishna. In my gratitude, in my attitude, always is the gratitude to thank Krishna. Oh, thank you, Krishna, you have protected me. Thank you, Krishna, you have protected me. So whenever major things happen, we realize, but Krishna is protecting all the time. All the time, Krishna is protecting. So we can have little, like realization. If we have anything, we can say thank you to the Lord Kalachandji that you have protected us in our life. Either anybody is having some kind of incident happened that we feel like, oh, Krishna, you have protected us, that we can share in front of Krishna. Krishna will be pleased. No? Yeah, please. Mataji, can we use that? One second. So that audience will be there on the YouTube also, so online. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Yes.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
So yesterday I was taking flight from California to here.
Yeah.
And I came and sat in the plane and I thought like, let me chant, I have some time. So I started my round. And then I realized, oh, I don't have my wallet. So I moved out of the plane. I told people were still boarding.
Mm-hmm.
And I went to the place where I was sitting and I still didn't find it. I looked around and I looked behind. And wallet was the one thing that the ID was there, but the card was there. Like the whole trip would have been like in waters. So, and the person who was standing in line to board, he somehow saw that the wallet was actually in between the handle and the seat. I could not see it, and he said, there it is. And I could still not see it. And because the wallet, color of the wallet and the chair was kind of matching.
Yeah.
And then I was able to, with a glance, like see that, oh, there is it. And so I could somehow like made it to the trip.
Yeah, so Krishna, protects in all way, like for you, every moment we are talking about, right? So you had the realization yesterday only. Similar kind of, if we recall, this is one of the instant, you recall like with the wallet and there so much of, if you would not have got ID, getting the ID again, month, 2 months, 5 months, it takes time and also those problems. So similarly, Krishna protects us in all the dangers whenever the padam yad bipadam natesa. So thank you, Prabhuji, for sharing your realization. Anybody else will share like how Krishna is protecting us? I can share like one small. Once we did the Narsimha Arati and we went outside. My son was very small on that time. He took the nail and was putting in that, in that electric switch. So he put that and it hit so much that with the nail he came out, it gave him shock. Again after that he taking so in that way, that means after Narsimha Devi, Bhagavan is saying that, he saved and he was safe. So we later recognize that what experiment he was doing. So such kind of, and second, once there is Braj temple near to the New Jersey. I went to the Braj temple. We ate prasadam there. After prasadam, we started coming back. So, because of the prasadam, I was in the half sleep while driving, and I went to the other lane, and I'm seeing that so many cars are coming on that. How once very bad thing would have happened, means major accident could have happened. And my car is in totally kind of, on the track. It was being off track and many cars are going. So I realized, I was driving, totally in the wrong side. So kind of, these are the kind of a small and small we can remember, but overall, the point is Krishna protects all the time. Like Kunti Maharani is realizing, not only in the Kurukshetra you saved, not only in the Banprastha time you, in the forest you saved, but if you are here, so all the time you will be protected. Anybody else would like to share how Krishna protected us in our life? Mataji? So it will be kind of thanks to the Krishna. Krishna is hearing that. Yeah, please. Correct. I think mic is not on. Yeah.
Is that better? Okay. So Krishna has protected our family in so many ways. I think in the Srimad Bhagavatam it says that Krishna protects you from fire, theft, and flood.
Right.
We had a complete set of the Srimad Bhagavatam in our store, and about 10 years ago, it was around about the time of Diwali actually, I don't know how the store did not burn down, because we used to have Catholic candles, with the glass, which you see in the shop.
Yeah.
We used to use them. We had a very small area where the office was, completely filled with paper, like top to bottom, very small area, just a few feet, 6 foot by 3 foot maybe, very, very small area.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know how this happened. This is beyond my understanding, but as usual, I had done the candle instead of a diya, because the area is very small.
Mm-hmm.
And then in the morning when my husband opened the store, he said the candle had exploded. So all the glass had smashed from the whole candle. Only there was wax at the bottom. How that did not burn, I have no idea.
Yeah.
It's just not possible.
Krishna.
Yeah, and he said it's like
Yeah.
somebody maybe put their hands over the bottom, so the bottom part stayed, but the top part had all exploded. So that happened. So that's fire, and it was about Diwali time. And then theft, again, like you described, the festival of Nishinga, or the prayers. You did the prayers of Nishinga.
Right.
So around about Nishinga Jayanti, I remember because I was busy bringing the children here. I think I just had my son at that time. So we were busy with the festival and, enjoying the festival. I did not realize that an employee of ours, I had a dream of space, so like a message. So I was thinking, maybe there's a problem. They have a daughter who is in and out of the hospital. And I used to get prayers done for his family, for the little girl. I had a child the same age. And I cannot imagine what it feels like when you're, your child's health is so bad, you're in and out constantly. So we used to get prayers done. So I was thinking maybe it's something to do with the child. So I'll speak to him whenever I go back to the store. I'll ask him, Miguel. So the dream happened the weekend. By the end of the week, the store up. He wanted to be, and so he warned us that somebody has approached me. This never happens. A person is not. It's very rare that you will. And this particular employee, he had been in jail. He had actually he'd gone to something and he had come out, and the loyalty that there is between prisoners is so strong. It is the same as a blood family. So for him to be disloyal to his friend, but tell us, be careful.
Right.
because somebody is planning this. And in fact, to break the store past the bars. So we have a sliding door, and then we had the bars, the
Right.
bar door. They couldn't. They tried. They see
Mhm.
Krishna, even when we don't know he's protecting us. Absolutely, 1,000%.
Yeah.
So fire, theft, and then when we had recently, when we had the shutdown,
Mhm.
the outage in Texas,
Okay.
we had flood in the store as well. But again, within a short time, we ended up having to shut the water down completely. But again, he protected us
Yeah.
because we were transitioning. We were ready to close the store actually,
Yeah.
and the person who owns the property said to us, "It's okay. You can stay as long as you need, even without paying rent." For I think 2-3 months, they let us not miss a payment by Krishna's grace, not even one time in 10 years.
Yeah.
So
Thank you so
even
much.
even when a problem came, so Krishna made sure that the store
Right.
was safe, we were safe, and if we needed to stay longer, there was no problem.
Yeah.
This is countless. I mean, this is just fire, flood. I thought, this is something in the Bhagavatam. These are the
Yeah.
promises of Krishna.
Right.
He keeps his promises. There's
Yeah.
no doubt in my mind.
Yeah, that's very good realization,
He keeps his
Mataji.
promises.
Thank you for sharing. And that's what we were talking, gratitude in our attitude. So when we realize that Krishna is protecting us, Krishna, saved us, and we are saying, thank you, Krishna.
Yes.
So that means we are building our, in our attitude, we are feeling the gratitude. So that is very, very good. Thank you so very much. No?
Thank you.
Anything else? Yeah. So we'll wrap up the class for the today. ग्रंथ राज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय, शिला प्रभुपाद की जय.
चिन्तामणि प्रकरसमसु कल्पवृक्ष लक्षावृतेषु सुरभिरविपालयन्तम् चिन्तामणि प्रकरसमसु कल्पवृक्ष लक्षावृतेषु सुरभिरभिपालयन्तम् लक्ष्मी सहस्रशत संभ्रम सेवमानं गोविन्दम् आदिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि।